All right, so welcome. It is the Four Post Podcast. We've been off for a while, but it's great to be back.
How long?
We have a lot to discuss.
How long?
We are back.
How long was it we are back? How long?
Oh, 2 weeks in it.
But the beard won't have a cat.
What does it do?
Oh, memokomokono. I said the unya carrot to nsem amukum carrot no. We memokomokono.
So you're welcome on the show again. We are about to have a very hearty discussion. A lot to talk about, but we've just picked a few. One, we'll have to talk about the African playoffs, World Cup. So team called World Cup So Generator FC, Omonko World Cup, maybe Nigeria. We'll be here to talk about everything that transpired and DR Congo on the brink of history and rewriting a tainted record at the FIFA World Cup. We'll tell you more about it. Then there is Ghana. We traveled all the way to Japan, South Korea, Asia for the Kirin Cup Challenge. 2 games, 2 defeats, no goal scored. A lot to discuss regarding the Blackstars of Ghana's trip to the Asian continent. And then the CAF Awards is happening on Wednesday. A lot to look at. The Black Queens are in the fray as regards the national team of the year in the women's category.
Oh.
How many Ghanaian players no more African Player of the
nominations
Year?
Nomination African young African Player of the Year na me who lady na no comfort na
Me come mema.
Mema de no obi any obi.
Salah.
So nka mo push se menyo benfa.
Hakimi na chi ne papa efi Ghana.
Hakimi achieve.
Yeah.
So we have a Ghanaian representation.
Akwesi Hakimi.
No free Ghana
Ne papa efi Konongo Dumase.
On say Lebanese for no betina kroma say be ware wo ye ni bia.
Ombe Junzo swing. How remember ware.
You see, there are basically 3 things that won't change. Or maybe, death, taxes, Akomea and Kiki. Almost is a da.
Yeah, today we are even calm.
Yeah, I'm calm. Almost I'm calm.
What to say?
Yahuye. Powers. Jehovah, ya baby.
Me patcho, me nka se bomb.
Oh, na see Akomea 1 week near mine.
Me say what to say.
Okay, Yahuye. On say achi omo. I will confess.
Also,
I mean, they are there, everything cool. Happy to see the killers again.
Boys, let's have the petition me by Fiifi Tobinko.
Hey.
Do you hear Drew?
And now Papa Techi.
No, my friend you.
Yeah.
Dr. Shalina.
All right, so guys, let's have that conversation. I don't know. Let's start on this note. The World Cup qualifiers is basically climaxing across the various continents, but we are Africans. Let's discuss the African one. So 9 countries qualified automatically from Africa, and then 1 team was to be selected from this continent to represent us in the Interconfederation playoffs. So 4 countries vied for 1 spot. Cameroon, DR Congo, Gabon, Nigeria. It was Gabon, Nigeria, and Nigeria edged Gabon. They beat them mercilessly in extra time. Then DR Congo edged Cameroon. So it became a Nigeria versus DR Congo finale to decide who gets that sole ticket to represent the African continent. And it got to that stage. Nigeria took the lead, DR Congo clawed back, penalty shootout. And we all know what happens in African football, blah, 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 blah. But Fee, let me start from you. Did we get a befitting playoffs regarding what we saw in the... Was it 3 games?
Yeah, 3
in the 3 games that we saw between the 4 countries.
I think that what this has shown us is that the African football is very difficult to play. Okay. You know, in the last few years, a lot of Ghanaians, football lovers, have been saying that the Blackstars are not playing well when we lose games to Comoros Islands and the likes. Mm-hmm. And we say that, okay, our team is just not good enough. Mm-hmm. I think what has become the case in recent times is that qualifying for the World Cup and AFCON is nobody's birthright. I mean, because Nigeria have qualified for 6 AFCONs out of 7 before now.
Yeah.
So if you say that if any country that qualifies from 6 out of 7 AFCONs literally has a bet right to the World Cup, but to be stopped by DRC, I mean, yes, we know the names: Mesha Elia, Bakambu, Atamaswaku, Wan-Bissaka.
My favorite is Mutusami.
Tio Fayulu. All of these guys, yes, they are good guys, and Pasa and the likes are good guys, but really, the Congolese team is not a big name that should qualify for the World Cup ahead of Nigeria in terms of pedigree, right? What it means is that football is a collective sport, and you need to do better to be able to get your chance. You need to fight for it.
Okay.
I think that we had an excellent 4 games. One, I think it told most of the West African nations and also other parts of the continent that you can really invest in infrastructure if you want to. And if you're intentional about it, you can.
Talk of the host.
Because
Morocco.
we saw excellent facilities in Morocco. And you see, there's one thing that these guys are not realizing. It was an excellent marketing tool for the Moroccan government and, of course, the Moroccan kingdom for them to put out a country like that ahead of the AFCON.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to want to go to Morocco because this is a country that's been portrayed as a good place, good infrastructure, not just the sporting infrastructure, which is good. And when you move away from that, you talk about the football that the 4 nations served us. Mm-hmm. I felt that Gabon, first of all, playing against Nigeria was an excellent game. The Gabonese, if you look at why they could not qualify, it is just a team that are nearly men. So, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang can score as many as he wants, but then the team doesn't defend well. They are not well organized. So the Nigerians always were going to breeze through them. The bigger problem was how the Nigerians were going to handle a very organized team in the DRC. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know why people felt that the Cameroonian team was good enough when they were going to beat Congo. These are 2 French-speaking countries. They know each other. Mm-hmm. And for me, the Cameroonian team is in serious disarray. You talk of what Samuel Eto'o have done to that nation. And you remember about a year or so ago, the sports ministry brought their man. Samuel Eto'o had his man. Yeah. And all of that hula baloo that went around the football of Cameroon. Plus, Cameroon's big players have also not had stable seasons in Europe. Andre Onana has not had a good season in recent times. Who are you going to talk about? Yes, Brian Mbeumo. He is one out of the lot. But I looked at the Cameroonian team.
Struggling.
Carlos Baleba in recent times has struggled in that team.
Mugi Ngamelu, even before the playoffs, had an issue with his girlfriend in Russia.
Yes.
And it was widely being circulated around.
So
maybe Frank Zambo
Anguissa and Baleba
are the exceptions. But Baleba has not even had a great season per the
standard that he has set for himself. But I mean, on paper, that should have been an excellent midfield pair. Frank Andre Zombo Anguissa and Carlos Baleba.
Anguissa was not even
available for this one. That should have been a very good midfield pair for the Cameroonians. But then again, they didn't get what they were supposed to get. I felt that the DRC were organized, and as long as they are not conceding, they are good. So when we're going to the final, and everybody said Victor Osimhen is going to come in, I kept on saying that unless Victor has an excellent day where he's scoring 5 or 6, because the DRC is well organized. Why I'm saying this is that the DRC is made up of a very experienced Chancellor Mbemba, plus 2 players that are known for their defensive prowess. I mean, all through the days of Wan-Bissaka's days at Manchester United, he was called a defensive fullback. He's good at defending. Axel Tuazembe, if not for nothing through the ranks at Manchester United, is also good at defending. Now at Burnley, he's not been bad. So it was a backline of players at the DRC who are good at defending and very, very organized.
Okay.
We've seen Meshach Elliott come to AFCON after AFCON after AFCON after AFCON where he had delivered. And in this game, he was very important for them. And they added sprinkles of also good players that can do their job for them. So I've always felt that the DRC are well organized. In fact, if you watch that game that they lost by 3-2 against Senegal at the Monte Stadium in Kinshasa, right? During the qualifiers against Senegal, the first half, they are taking the lead by 2-0.
Yeah, they were ahead.
And Senegal used their individual quality to turn the game around. That was when I knew that the Congolese are a very serious team. I think that all of this goes to tell people like Gennaro Gattuso that you can't just say you can't just say that Italy and Europe deserve extra slots just because Italy are struggling. Look how difficult it is for African teams. And Africa is a bigger continent in terms of number of countries that are on it as compared to Europe.
54 under FIFA at the moment.
As compared to Europe's meager, I think 24 or something that you have. So it's always difficult for us. And for me, the DRC on the night, Sebastian Desabre showed his experience on the continent. But the real story is the story of Robert Kidiaba and how he used his experience on the continent to say that the third choice goalkeeper in Timothy Fayulu should come on instead of Impasa and then win a penalty shootout for them. It is time for Nigerian football to reset.
Okay.
I mean, knowing Nigerians, they will probably not accept in public that they have to reset. But Nigerians have to reset that football.
It looks like there's that wide acceptance that they are that bad. And they are probably looking at the management of their football.
Yeah.
They think it's really bad. And I also do agree with them to an extent. Nigeria is the most populous
country on the continent.
Exactly.
One of the most populous in the world, actually.
For the economy and even for the land size, I don't think they should be where they are now.
Yeah.
In everything, infrastructure, technical, efficiency, whatever. They should not.
Mike, in times like this, do you agree with the people that say that they should allow government to sort of interfere in football on the continent? Because the Nigerians are saying that.
Okay, so is the Nigerian government any better?
So yeah, that's the big question. But the Nigerians are saying that even when all of those times during under good luck Jonathan, even at that time when they dissolved the NFF and they came back, that's when they came to win the last AFCON. So they say that when the government interfere, they get success. It looks as if the NFF are not doing a good job.
That is a valid point. But again, it extends beyond the NFF. What I've mostly said is that ministries are known for formulating policies, and then they will task the direct handlers of such sporting disciplines to implement them.
Yeah.
So go ask yourself, or go ask the Nigerian Sports Ministry, what actually will be their 5-year plan for Nigerian football? How is it like? Now, Nigerian clubs are not even able to play matches at their desired home venues. Kodoko played Kwara in Abeokuta. Kwara is not in Abeokuta. You get the point. Nigeria, as it stands now, per the club licensing requirements, they have just one fit for purpose stadium.
Oh.
The same as Ghana.
Wow.
Oshida Biola.
Yeah, Uyo.
Yeah, Uyo.
Oh, you.
That is the only fit facility that has been accepted by CAF for international matches. Yeah. And this should not be happening. So they are no different from us. So if you say, oh, okay, the NFF are not managing things properly, so government should step in. Then you ask yourself questions. How well has the government even run the country to talk about the sporting sector? So it is a bit, because the Moroccan thing is a government initiative. So the government has intervened. They've invested. And then the Moroccan Football Federation are implementing. And it is working for them. So it's a two-way thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the likes of Akomea, but I don't. Have you wrapped up?
Yeah, I'm okay. I think that we'll go to other parts.
Or I'll pay crab on food, man. Oh, but I think FIFA actually kept long in initiating this particular format of the World Cup qualifiers, especially for the continent. It is one thing to fully understand how it works.
Okay.
And it's another thing to fully understand the reality. Let me say the things that are at stake when it comes to facing reality, meeting these teams, how good they are, how they can perform under pressure, a lot of things. These are totally different from how you see it on paper.
Okay.
For example, going into the playoffs, there's this particular talks that came about. Oh, Nigeria is the toughest of them all. Cameroon is the toughest of them all. Congo will struggle. Gabon will struggle. But the things that actually makes African football distinct from other continental playoffs or competitions, you can literally speak about the importance of how even smaller teams can be highly competitive against think there are a lot of things they will need to do. Mario Lemina wrote a certain thing on his social media platform and all of those stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I think it's a team that also needs a rebuild. But for Nigeria, I look at their ages, I look at a lot of things. Mike, I think this might even be the last AFCON for some of their players. Because maybe the next 2 years, the next 3 years, you might not be seeing them.
By the time the next World Cup approaches, 2030, Osimhen will be in his early 30s. If he should not be 30 exactly, it will be, and the likes.
Mabile and Co, all of those guys will be 34,
past the 30
35.
barrier. So, is it a missed opportunity for Nigeria, Kiki?
Yeah, I would say it's a big missed opportunity for them. For 8 years, that is 4 years. I mean, yeah, missing the World Cup. It's a sad story for them. You know, we always say the World Cup is the epitome of our football matches or our football fraternity. And if you are not able to qualify, it's sad. And already you are in banter with some nations, especially Ghana. And you not being able to qualify for 2 consecutive times obviously says a lot. And over even whilst I was watching that podcast with you, you saw how devastated they were when they. So obviously it's a big miss for them, and the country won't be happy. But on a larger scale, I'm looking at it from this angle. Yes, we've talked about management, we talked about players and all that, especially, Congolese players and all that, how they are also good when it comes to the club size and all that. But see, Nigeria for no massa. See, more manina coach nenya and Nigeria. See, the players themselves having someone too crazy. Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen as your front three. You have Onyeka, you have Ndidi, you have
Iwobi
as your midfield. You have Sanusi, you have Nwabili as your goalkeeper. What mean Mbo playoff and qualifying for World Cup? All other years see Congo for no some good players be. It's true. And the football and Ibiaba Ubi anymore. But see, Real Madrid bet me abo. Real Mallorca. You know, say Mallorca for good players or money.
But still Madrid be winning.
I was still winning. One winner was here ball. Mun namana you 2-2. Mun namakuma ya 1. Mun namani you 2-2. But yes, but because of the kind of standard be our building. And yet, apart from the name Nigeria, where we have the likes of these legends are Omababa Okochanom, and they are the Kanu Nomababa, a dinner dam or so amode. The truth is, even with their current squad, they have good players that should be able to qualify. For you to play against Congo, now Congo ma
extra time.
Extra time penalties and send a wolf free. It's sad.
Do you think, sir, the earlier protests almost stage here in training because they've not paid us our bonuses? Do you think it affected them before they even decided to boycott training? It will be hotel, no, the outskirts of the hotel.
Yeah.
No, almost the surroundings, looked a bit dirty per almost standard near there. Do you think all these issues perhaps affected the players?
It can, because it was a top final that you are playing with Congo. See, we are talking about Congo many star players. America said Nigerians have to obviously win or try to at least get some win out of this game. But the truth is, from the past 10 matches or 11 matches, Congo lose only twice. They've lost only twice against Morocco and Senegal.
Yeah.
And Morocco and Senegal, we know they are top. Even Senegal, they lost by 3-2.
Yeah.
Morocco, they themselves right now. They are the
I'm
Brazilians
sure,
of one African terrain and all that. So if they losing against only these two powerful sides, it should tell you they're a good side. So if you are coming to play a one-off final against this team, and already you are not even that good or form yet.
It was senior players in a jebo.
Yes, I think They should have controlled
I've seen
the
a game
situation.
like that. Ghana, South Africa.
Yeah.
Asian Muntari appear. Omuji game, the boy.
Yeah.
That helped us in the qualification for 2006.
Yes, great. That is a good example. So I believe, in as much as some control the fact that you're winning bonus, you're this sick away by any other, at least either say the senior players never diabo, or they should have controlled that thing because already a whole BBC with Ghana time your players the tier to you're sure Nigerians Munim. You saw this situation and how it panned out for us. So at least you should have used it as a case study. Said we can't continue with this. And again, you are playing against Congo. It's a one-off final. So you need all the discipline in the world. Go and win. Come back again and get your management. So then to take your. That is none of our business. But the most important thing is right now we the supporters, the Nigerians on order. We don't know anything about your winning. See, we are not enjoying the money.
Okay.
The only thing we are enjoying is you qualifying. And we having an opportunity to go to the United States, Canada, and Mexico to watch the games.
It's your boy.
Actually, yeah. Right now, we the agenda way we get the agenda beyond the agenda. In Kobe. Because what to agenda. Yeah, agenda be where actually. Okay, so Nigeria for no as they did that them I read or you think it's about you not qualifying.
Opportunity be our message.
Donald Trump.
Who has seen that video of Trump?
Infantino
Endra video. No?
Yeah.
Trump they know.
Like you look very uncomfortable.
Yeah. So it's about her, not Infantino. You West no 1-1 as to the arrangements when it comes to getting the visa and all that. So let me use this opportunity to explain how you have to get your visa. Number one. You getting match tickets.
That means if you are going as a fan.
As a fan. Now what match tickets are, it guarantees you a faster date. The dates for US, for Ghana here, right now, I do 2027. For Cote d'Ivoire, it's 2026, July, August.
Wow.
For Swaziland, you don't need to book a date. You go there because you have to pay your money there at the embassy.
Please allow him. He's a travel guy.
I travel and talk.
Yeah, he's an expert for 2026.
For Cape Town or South Africa, for Cape Town, you can easily get a date starting from now. For Johannesburg, you can. So what I'm saying is that.
But you see, I want to ask a question, Mike.
Okay.
There's this thing that I heard that the U.S. Department for visa and all of those stuff.
Department for the
visa and
diversity.
They've decided that if you are not a journalist, but when
boys.
U.S. immigration.
They'll come first now.
We come first one.
That way, I got to know you say, find a member of this and
my fee be like, I hear some news we say, right, you know if you go to a different country to go and apply for a visa. Yes, that's what I hear.
Good. So it's true. It makes sense. The reason is simple.
Ghana here. But I think the most important thing is, if you want to travel to the US with a tourist visa for the World Cup, buy your ticket and show proof.
Yes.
That will guarantee you being jammed on the queue. There are a lot of people who are going there for varying reasons.
Yes.
But they will give, let's say, prominence to those who are going there for the World Cup and have officially purchased tickets.
Yeah.
And FIFA has actually given them that way legitimacy so matter ticket. So I think that is what matters. So if you want to go there, buy your ticket in so make a born in that form. So make sure you are prepared. And then don't just buy one ticket and think it is enough. Because the US, if they are giving you a visa, they will want you to at least three group stage matches.
Group stage matches.
That will be enough. So make sure you are well prepared. That's the simplest thing. But away from all this arrangement, visa, yes, we are called Asia. Japan, South Korea, 2 games. 2-0 against Japan. 1-0 against South Korea. Benjamin Asare cheap penalty.
Yeah.
I must say that.
Yeah.
So-
senior man.
What do you guys make of this whole trip to Asia in the first place? Has it been a worthwhile adventure?
Oh yes.
Ah.
Me no so be ka say no nti me di ka yes. Na ka no ne trim.
Has it been worthwhile?
I don't think so.
Good. Me no
Why?
so be ka no.
One, I don't think we really utilized the chance so well. We are not mentally prepared, especially to compete at the highest level against such teams. And right unfortunately, we've also lost a very good player who could have helped us going into the World Cup.
Okay.
But in a nutshell, Mike, I think how we uphold friendly games from the footballing perspective needs to be looked at.
Okay.
Just maybe off the pitch, because Japan literally might be paying for everything that we are going to do over there. Our expenses, everything, they are going to take care of it. But truth be told, how we psych ourselves and try to be competitive in friendly games is totally different from how we prepare and try to be competitive when it comes to maybe World Cup qualifiers or even AFCON qualifiers some way, somehow. The energy and everything is just literally down. But these are the opportunities that you need your best teams to be playing against them.
And what could be the cause?
One, I think the distance. Just maybe you have key players in Europe playing in England. I know some of them came by to come and play, but you have players maybe traveling 22 hours, traveling 10 hours, traveling 15 hours, all of these things. Maybe doctors might advise against it or one way or the other. These players might not feel comfortable taking in longer flights to Asia. Number two, I actually believe it's about how we've already set up the mentality in terms of playing opponents in friendly games. These players literally sit back and believe that, no, this is just another friendly game that we are supposed to go and play.
And why would players think like that?
Mike, I think
I
players...
just want to drive you to a certain point or perspective. Why would players think like that?
What if I think they don't think like that as at that moment?
No, per his analogy, he thinks we have not attached a certain level of seriousness into how we approach these games. And he's looking at why some players missed it, whether for correct reasons or their own manufactured reasons.
Referencing it to all friendly games or this specific two
No,
games?
the last time we went for the Kirin Cup, again, there were withdrawals, mass withdrawals. Some of the key players did not show
Now,
up.
compare it to when we went for the Unity Cup in the UK, where you have some of these players even come around the
Based
team.
in the UK
Based in the
and
UK,
in Europe.
around the team. But even with that one, I would say we applied a certain level of intensity in the second game. That was against Nigeria.
Again, I
Because
don't
of the
want you
opponent.
to jump the point. The point is, a lot of players in the Blackstars are too comfortable. And we've not created enough competitive environment for players to feel, if I don't show up, actually my position is at risk.
I agree
If
to
Kudus
that.
does not show up, he knows he'll come and start.
Exactly.
So that was the point I wanted to drive you to. You can carry on from there.
And I'll agree with you on that point because you look at the Senegalese team against Brazil. Look at their starting lineup. Sadio Mane, Papi Matassa,
Kalidou
Koulibaly. Look at the level of intensity.
Mendy, Edward.
Fee. Game next semester World Cup match, Krampuche and friendly match.
Senegal, Brazil.
Yes. Look at the intensity. Aside of monocrano, correct Tunisia game on boy and the Cromosani Brazil besa swabo.
Yeah.
So we look at the friendly games and the level of attention these players give for their national. Morocco, one more AFCON qualifiers. Morocco was literally playing friendly games. But look at the kind of attention and mentality and about the friendly games. Mazraoui is here too. We're injured though. But Mazraoui was there.
Hakimi called them on video call.
Huh? Hakimi called them on video call. Lisandro Martinez free Laba. Manchester United advised only Argentina and Angola. They should go and train. Look at the number of hours you have to travel to Angola. Pay the flight. But he still came about it. You see, how we deal with these friendly games, we are not joking with friendly games. Now, the same mistakes you do in any place now, these are the same things you are going to meet at the World Cup. And then go now, South Korea, they say. I went back to watch Ghana's game versus South Korea, the 3-2. No? Almost 2 goals from the same scenario. Crossing, back post, pine. Crossing, back post, pine. The same thing today. And I'm telling you for a fact that when we get to the World Cup, it is not Jonah Ajete and Kevin Opon that are going to start as the 2 center back pair for Blackstars. Jiku and Salisu. Only if they are fit. One starter be a Gideon Mensah. Aludu said if he's fit, he's going to start.
Why should it be that we know those who are going to start at the World Cup? When, case in point, we say we are building the team. So our team is not solid yet.
But at least we know our starting 11, regardless of the fact that...
I've never moved in that tone that you are building a team. I've never moved in that tone.
Why?
Because I already know that when it comes to the Blackstars, if Benjamin Asare is there and he's fit, he's going to be in the goalpost. Yeah. Aludi Seidu, number 2. Gideon Mensah, number 3. Salisu Juku, 4 and 5. In the middle of the park. Just maybe for injury situation of Elisha and Co. Sibo will come into the midfield. Everybody knows when Thomas Partey is fit and ready for the World Cup, he is there. Everybody knows Mohamed Kudus is going to be our number 10.
I don't think that if
Inaki Williams is fit, not Dr. Kiki cannot be the engineer. But if Inaki Williams is here, World Cup now, Mike. You just selection the first 11 now. You can't look at Inaki Williams' face and tell him that no, you start from the bench.
But if we go to the World Cup and want to start Kosisibo as one of our number 6 guys, Elisha Wusu, then we are as good as not going.
Uobi.
The thing is,
but play Calibrate there today. Everybody saw Calibrate when he played there.
So how did you see Calibrate? Because of say he was able to get an opportunity to play.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So me, from where Akomea is coming from, it's true, but I'm also looking at it from
the other side.
The other side say, so I'm passing Patenom Jordan Mona and somebody buyer. And could we see Irenchi doing that?
No, but Kiki, we know the profile of Calibrate. That is his natural position.
And we know.
And over ball, your friend is saying unity cap. No?
Yeah.
Then we played him at wing back, and he has done fairly okay there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I understand your point, but if we go for an international friendly, and Otto cannot, you see, we could have gone for the international friendly, and added other players. We could have decided that okay, the Japan game we are playing full force, but maybe a different formation with the number 111, so that Otto will see something. Then second game, maybe we'll start with the full force, but because it's international friendly, we can blink and we retreat, come and play the middle of the park and do those tweaks. But for everybody to stay at home, that is worrying. Antoine Semenyo, few matches or so were proud, Kudus they don't come. Our captain was Kamadin Silimana. I understand your point perfectly, and I think it's a good point. But we literally wasted it. In debating while still having the senior players there.
But don't you think the presence of the senior players then will mean not enough slots available for players we don't even know to be brought on?
Mike, you know the story of
there is Prince Osei-Wusu.
Yeah.
I think if we had all our attackers available, we would not even have offered a call.
But how many minutes did Prince even play?
He came on, but
is it enough to justify Prince from being part of the team?
The point is, he came on, and then he has been called up or invited by the
Mike, let me ask you something.
So
you know the story of Francis Abu.
I want to lean more towards where Kiki is
great,
coming
but
from.
what Akomea is saying also makes sense because Francis Abu was given a late call up, right?
Yeah.
And he had to come. The unfortunate has happened. Did he know that? No. Did we know that? No.
Yeah.
In life, a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just get up from here and I fall down and I pass. I mean, I pray it doesn't happen. But that is life, right? So, in terms of saying that yes, other people can come, people having a cameo, it is not cast in stone. We could have still found ways to do that. Because when you play Japan, when we say that we want to try things, it's the only person that want to try. We can try formations.
No problem.
But if the core of the team is not there to try formation.
But the timing, I am okay with us. You see, the argument about a competitive environment, it even goes beyond just this friendly. But I also think that per timing, we have March.
Yeah.
That is where we can assemble the core group. But this series of friendlies at this time in November, we can use to assess entirely new players. That's why I said I lean more towards where Kiki is coming from.
Because
let's try the new players.
Exactly, because we are the people.
Turn over the year in March, then we can pick the best of the new players we try together with
because
the
for me, I'm from the angle say we don't want. Excuse me to say, I'm not saying that we need them. If we need them, no more fine. We don't need Odoi. We don't need these new players. But no, it's just an example. Data person me chesa and say ya person ya chesa ya ho ya ma
starts and also we push your agenda.
What you say?
Okay, so we push your agenda.
Please don't derail his thoughts. Carry on.
Boys. So, yen nani ejitu mu say. Ay, ye bi biom obi nko nyene no obi fa meshe and others meaning say yame. We have stocks over there. There's an opportunity for us to know stocks crowder you say one. Say if indeed Jordan the trench no be ba fine. And you do more coin right now you say you who the right now you aware from the management to the media journalists fans you na aware say your stocks in your first stock e dey enquire second e dey enquire second one to me enquire
first one in the second one bet
me enquire no am we say to me bet me we one champion see yes from baby Akomea free band it makes sense baby Manfred free band it makes sense but it depends on here for another management any impanyim for air share free no more heading
so mo hwehwe bibia then e ho no kra no be mama sa aka wasem na mpese meka say we wasted that particular kind of trip because if you are looking for new players in new positions to make sure so betimi they are building a certain team as a first part in the one second one for the back of abona you're wasting on
why
because number 6 position we want to a specific competition playing against 2 top teams yenim see here 6 we know say Kwesi is there Elisha is there, but definitely we need proper players, a different type of 6. Then we go into the competition with Francis Abu and Kwesi Sibo plus Prince Owusu as the only 3 midfielders going into that. No, Mike, I'm not going to pick the excuse of Calibri.
No, he's a midfield option. No,
but Calibri said him as a midfielder.
Mike, listen,
every coach is making a selection. There is always a player who is versatile.
Great, but he didn't go as a midfield option. But he was not a midfield option.
How would you say he didn't
He went as the versatile player, but not as a midfield option.
As a defender.
But
his profile means
yes, but he's
versatile. Was he not listed among the midfielders? Is he a midfielder?
He's an attacker.
But he was listed among midfielders. So if you are talking of
attackers are called right midfielders.
I'm coming. The classification on the squad list, the one that was published, you can't just limit your argument to that.
Even if I'm picking your own, whatever explanation you are giving to me now for Calibri being a midfielder.
Yes, a midfielder.
And then your ball game 90 minutes. Double pivot. We are even scared to substitute battle. Because these are the things we needed to make. We needed to make space
experiment for. Experiment. No cry. I can't want some.
We didn't even do. You wasting on. You call on Japan farmer is scanning.
No, if you tell me it's a waste.
No, Mike, it's a waste.
It's not a waste.
It's a waste.
It's a waste. It is the reason.
I confirm.
It is the reason there have been revelations like Calibri. Now, if you monitor across social media, almost every Ghanaian is saying that today should be the last time Boadu uses Yerenchi as a right fullback.
Yes.
He should play.
Boadu did not. So you see, all of those who have watched Yerenchi from Nigria, no, but you see, Yerenchi played at right back because of the situation we were in. Otto did not just throw Yerenchi as a right back.
I was saying Yerenchi Patebo.
Because Tariq Lamptey and Ali Lucedu were not available.
It is perfect.
I was saying Yerenchi Patebo.
So the trip has helped.
My problem is
look, I confirm Benjamin.
No, but that is not because of the trip. Otuado knew this. Mike, you knew this.
Now you say Yerenchi or S6.
I am not talking about the technical team, but to the entirety of Ghana.
Oh, but entirety of Ghanaians do not matter. I don't pick.
We can confirm Benjamin Asare. Number 1.
Oh.
I confirm say Benjamin Asare you need be a
penalty
number. Who says so?
Asare 10, I think is the best option
for the Blackstars
for those available.
But it's not best.
It does not zip the whole conversation that we are done.
Yeah,
I still think we need. No. Who?
Germany. They be China has saying.
I don't even want to mention names, but the point I want to make is that let us not be concretizing their discussion around.
Let us not
concretize the whole discussion
around.
Santa America.
But just that if you concretize
we should not be any say about common SCC.
Let's say I come so allocate. But I say go back opposite team wo ye what you got more no am na si watch.
And you are no more person use to concretize.
We use it again.
Concretize.
So if you have another word,
Mr. Concretize.
Messinizing.
You see, we still need to look for good goalkeepers. The World Cup is 8 months ahead. 2 of us. We are in November.
But we already have 3 good goalkeepers.
December, January, February, March, April.
Tizigi is a good goalkeeper.
About 6 to 7 months away.
We have 3 able goalkeepers.
Good.
Okay. And you use to best. And I think it's a good normal pay you to best. You were good by best.
So do you think our goalkeeping department is sorted?
Oh yes, we are good. We are okay.
Is our goalkeeping department sorted, Fiifi?
No. I don't think we are sorted. I think if we get better than Benjamin Asare,
we'll confirm better.
No, menka se better ye kwesi ano bentin. Ayenya better ye beje.
Oh, confirm away.
Na ye ni goalkeepers.
Okay, so did you think Prince Edu Kwabena was going to enter the Blackstars team now?
As a starter?
No, did you ever envisage seeing him play for the Blackstars now?
No.
Exactly. So if he says if.
Oh no, for the goalkeepers department.
No.
Hey. And you know me say minimum Qatar abusia for me say minimum she just me all kakramante.
Asena my titi no.
Yeah, your exuberance, titi exuberance. Bro, so no.
Jiramudim. I know the man Jiramudim.
Na me do Kiki oba no yi ba to le she me sa.
Jiramudim and
exuberance need too much.
Yeah, titi.
Exuberance.
Titi exuberance.
Hey.
Concretizing.
Mr. Concretizing. You see, for Prince Edu Kwabena, I never expected him to be part of the Blackstars assistants.
Never expected.
But you see, truth be told, when it comes to the goalkeepers department, I think we are already sorted. No, relax. For Benjamin Asare,
even in the GPL,
No, see, we can have that conversation several times. Me, I've said it to a lot of people. You guys, you can have the conversation around whether Asare is the right person for the Blackstars now. See, if you have that conversation without context, you get it wrong.
Exactly.
When Asare got the opportunity, he took it, and he is right now.
That's a funa bani edi.
Exactly.
As right now.
Exactly. See, so the goalkeepers are the Blackstars. He's the better one. But even if I say Asare bra. Na other goalkeeper nyop na basa when you chase will be
8 months Akomea.
Na nipa kura sabi nipa wu. Ompra me akoi. Ompra. What I'm saying is that Holland, boy.
Why are you
now,
guys?
the second choice goalkeeper last season was better than him. But she wouldn't have been better than him. Mike, you follow the Ghana Premier League, wouldn't him?
Minimum say
Adarimo last season will be him. Now refiana.
Adani your post shot alu epu abe.
Oh, Master Adarimo
Na box shot akonya na.
Exactly. So no change number 2.
Concretizing, yanko.
We must not just limit our scope to the 3 available. Let's widen it.
Course,
we will likely find.
If we get options.
Richard Ofori can even come back to the Blackstars. On the no. What there?
Before Ofori comes, he should come and explain why he touched that ball.
What's the so for you could literally pick up for?
You mentioned Prince Edu Kwabena. How did you guys see him?
Mike, I really enjoyed him today. 1, for his hold up play. Number 2, I think he has a certain level of drive. Pick up the ball from maybe right after the center circle, could literally push forward. There was this counter attack that he came back to defend, picked up the ball, maneuvered his way through 2 or 3 people, and he got fouled. I think he has proven himself to be another option for the Blackstars when it comes to the number 9 position.
Okay.
Because whenever we are looking for a player in that mode, either we look at Jordan Ayew, who is a player that I actually believe he can operate as a right winger and play well, or we look at Antoine Semenyo, who literally plays better when he's playing from the left wing to come and give us that particular style of play when it comes to getting a specific attacker in that mode. For Prince Edu Kwabena, we can use him as a second option in different games when you go to the World Cup, especially dependent on the opponent.
Okay.
There are certain opponents, when you meet them, these centre backs are stalwart, strong, aggressive enough. Man mark is always staying closer to the attacker. You need somebody like him that when we are pressed, we can go long, locate him, give him the ball. Semenyo, Kudus, Jordan, get closer to him, get to the second balls, and definitely we can create chances. He's that particular mold of an attacker that I've fallen in love with. He's aggressive, and Mike, I'm happy for him because he's not the same Prince Edu Kwabena we watched at Bechemi United. He looks different. He's confident.
No, he's only bulked up.
I know he's bulked up, but Mike, there's a different confidence level.
Now there's an efficiency with the ball.
And look at his goal that was actually ruled offside. I think that was not offside. Me personally, I believe that was not offside.
Yeah.
But look at his calmness right in front of the goalkeeper. Fake a shot, move to the left-hand side, then finish it off. That was some top-level intelligent movement by Prince Edu Kwabena. And these are the kind of attackers you need, especially in front of goal, that have a certain level of composure whenever the keeper comes out just like this. We've been squandering a lot of chances. We've been looking for replacement for Asamoah. We are not going to get any player at the level of Asamoah. That one day we should put it at the back of our mind.
Michael, we will not get a player that scores as much goals as
Asamoah.
I think what is going to help us is that we have a team that can have a lot of different scorers.
Okay.
So we can have about 3 or 4 players all scoring, which is good. And our team is like that now. I mean, Jordan can score, Kudus can score, Semenyo can score. So we should find ways of getting these guys in positions that they can score.
And I think I've always loved players.
Focus so much on one person who give us 5 goals and break Asamoah's record. We don't need that.
As it stands now, I think Semenyo doesn't give us enough goals when it comes to the Blackstars. Inaki Krade Yenka.
You know what I'm convinced about after these 2 games? Inaki Williams needs to work hard or he won't make the World Cup squad.
Prince Virginia.
Not Prince. Well, Prince did not even play at the right. Inaki, I've kept on saying this. He's a fine player at Bilbao. Blackstars just here. He's as ordinary as any new player we have caught. What I saw in the 2 games.
Tactical, reality.
Iñaki is a misfit.
Reality, now tactical in the Unkobi, but reality in the
Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if it becomes difficult for him to break into the team again.
As in the starting lineup.
Yes.
I know they're fine.
For the squad, for what the Bonsubans and the others are doing on the right wing. But it's looking like his slot is not well cemented.
Do some time now. The other presentation.
I think Bonsuba gives us a lot more.
A lot of options.
Do some time now. The other presentation. I said Grammy, so no. Do some time the other presentation. By your presentation, actually the entire right now you're going international soil also. No.
World Cup, world class.
We took Iñaki to international soil. What did he do?
International soil.
He won a ball of Portugal's goalkeeper.
Diego Costa.
And no crown but still, presentation.
One of the most tolerated players
Bonsuba
or Saudi Arabia Kadisia.
Master it.
But Mike, I wanted one last
2 things you learned from Ghana's trip to Asia.
First of all, I'm happy and proud that we can have players that had their basics from the Ghana Premier League, travel outside, do well, and come back into the national team.
Allah, JPL ambassador.
Oh, this is our. Let's change. So I'm happy, and definitely, you know.
Tell you what your video is trending.
Which one?
Also, you're Philip Lam.
Oh no. What the question?
Patrick Dogo.
No, Bizante Lizarazu.
A player be bought a space. Pascal Chimbonda.
Hey. Now her Crive 10, Anna. Crive 10. Why her Crive 10, Anna? Oh, it's a possible for. Crive 10, one.
Yes.
Fair no more fair.
Maybe I'm not me catch him.
Put me prove.
So my bench now bomb. To be because me can't grab it to be
passes anyway. What not say? Me teammate to Hamumizano.
Papa switch.
Me say me teammate to Hamumizano. Mike, my mama first raising a year.
Okay.
My second a year.
A GPL goalkeeper.
Oh, of course.
An EPL player.
An EPL player's penalty. Some so to me now walk up.
Oh,
some so to me now walk up.
What the agenda there?
Why he chat
Wolves.
Now we are
Huh?
In EPL.
Tinawe.
Benjamin
Wolves
Asare.
I know where player so best. How can you say was me who be that? Well, on the good Jason Park no son no Kagawa no only player of free sa na. What's that?
My Mike, the second thing I would love to talk about is we need to do everything we can to work at how we build from the back, especially against teams that press it so well.
Mike, I think the problem has always been personnel.
And
We need
that's,
to solve that
no,
personnel.
also definitely you can get in good personnel like Thomas Tepate and Calibrian Chippy as your double pivot. It's another thing to have the right balance between the two of them. On paper, we might be looking at something that is going to flourish.
Okay.
But in reality, it might also turn out to be a different thing. So it's something that I believe when you go for the match international break, we should look at it. If we can get Thomas Tepate, if he's going to go to the World Cup, he needs to come in, pair him with Calibre and Chi. Let's look at how we can build from the back because it's a big issue. Whenever we are pressed, that is what Japan did.
Okay.
They pressed that from minute one. And when it changed, I think when Calibre and Chi was moved into the middle of the park after Francis Abusi, things literally went in our favor. We were playing a little bit good than how we used to play in the first few minutes.
Okay.
So I think these are the two things I want us to look at from the players who traveled outside the Ghana Premier League, worked themselves out and brought themselves. But you see, some players no mutu kana sem ni ebe abeka wansem because our subsession of GP or hot takes. Your story because CB or
Okay.
Boadu. Me amesa do aba and you any because na say me do buy no.
It's okay. So let's move to
it was
Fiifi.
move it
And
to
Town Cross. Fee, 2 things we learned from the trip to Asia.
Calibrenchi is a good option for us in the middle. We need to be confident in him. Second thing,
Benjamin Asare is Ghana's number 1.
I don't have a choice right
Yo,
now.
tell me your second one, no problem.
It's what come on me.
I'm not
I'm not Kabeka.
Yeah, nah, come back.
So say
I
your
don't say
second
the
thing.
card here.
I see my second one.
Ah.
I'm too scared.
Ah.
Kiki,
Yeah, he is Sikani.
Hey.
thank you very much.
Sikani Dini.
Thank
Number
you.
1.
Hey.
Number 2, the fact that indeed we knew say Yenchi a midfielder, but as to say you Ghana phone who say so I would me bought this way and so it's positive tenor and concerning what Akomea said and the Fiifi kind yes, number 1 is it boils down to personnel, and number 2 I believe say we should just go in for how say Ruben Amorim born.
Okay.
If we can play the long balls and fight for the second balls, right now most teams can't actually contain that because if you meet a team unim press and fire, well, because you need high Pedrimo, high Frankie De Jong, yes, playing from the back. No, it's any own long balls. Not aggressive players. Some could do more better picking the second balls. We take it from the but
No, but you see, Kiki, in the modern game, not even Barcelona always constantly want to play through the thirds. It's not feasible. You have to be able to marry the two, like mix it up. Inti etore bi asenya how can I no press here long. We ban no press so aggressive now it mean so anu long. But long also no. So anything Antoine Semenyo looks like is important to us because he's the best option as a hold up player for us.
Okay.
To hold up and then we can transit.
let's see.
All right. So let's wrap up with this. The CAF Awards will be happening on Wednesday, as I said earlier. And CAF has announced the final 3 shortlisted players for each category. But I think we'll limit this discussion to just the players, the national teams, and then the coaches. Then we are done. So for the Player of the Year finalist, the men, there is Ashraf Hakimi, Paris Saint-Germain, Morocco, Mohamed Salah, Liverpool, and then Egypt, Victor Osimhen, Galatasaray, and Nigeria among the 3 main nominees. And then let's discuss the men's Player of the Year.
Men's Player of the Year. I think this is a straight win for Ashraf Hakimi.
Why?
He's been in superb form. You know, I think the criteria for choosing the best player on the continent always has to do with achievement, individual achievement, team achievement. For Morocco, I think they've gone several games without losing a single game. He has been a stalwart in their defense for them as a right back, a leader of a team. making sure that they prepare so well and win the AFCON, host and win. Definitely, we'll see in the future if it is going to happen. But I think they are in some great form for Morocco. They are in superb form.
Fee.
I think that's for Kimi too.
And treble winning for Paris Saint-Germain, Mike.
Sir.
Oh, yes. This is an easy pick.
We don't have to even.
Was he the
argue.
main guy at Paris Saint-Germain?
But he's the main African.
He's the
at
main
Paris
African
Saint-Germain.
at Paris Saint-Germain.
He was
Because
the
I
main.
think in terms of individual performances, Hakimi was not better than Salah.
And
then Osimhen.
Mike,
No, it
but
depends.
no individual performances, he was there,
He
Mike.
contributed to 21 goals, scoring 9 goals, 12 assists
As a
as a
fullback.
right back,
The
fullback.
boys came for you, pal.
So that's what I said.
But Osimhen did well in Turkey.
Oh,
oh.
So they are your striker, Obesho goals, Salah Obesho goals.
League.
Amasa.
But the different
Salah
Hakimi yi no
won the
ho.
Premier League.
Obiaje treble house today.
Hakimi yi no ho. Ewa yi no ho dodo emwa.
I'm like, free so here. Champions League and kasa seasons are out with the fullbacks you omo pa or Champions League.
Hakimi
This
yi no
season
ho
can
too
be.
much. Only no
Hakimi
Mendes.
need no Mendes.
Omu yi omu ho too much.
Every single discussion about Paris Saint-Germain after Ousmane Dembele, the next two players.
Ah, they are there. Oben the young.
All right, then let's look at the goalkeeper of the year for the men's. Mounir Mohammedi, Morocco's Chan team, and then RS Berkane. Won the Confederation Cup with Berkane, and then won the Chan with
Morocco.
yeah, exactly. And then they also won the Moroccan League as well. Yassine Bonu, Al Hilal, Morocco.
No, out, cancel.
Ronwen Williams, Mamelodi Sundowns in South Africa.
I think for Bonu and Ronald Williams, they'll be riding on their name and what they've done, especially last season.
Yeah.
I think for Bonu, he did not really do something better for it. And I think this was one of the worst seasons for Al Hilal.
Bono was in the FIFA Club World Cup best.
Yes, I understand that because he did well in that tournament. It was the reason why maybe Al Hilal kept some clean sheet in certain games during the Club World Cup. But you look at the whole picture and look at the whole season's performance, not necessarily attached to one competition alone. Because if he has to do with one competition,
He
we can-
qualified Morocco to the World Cup.
he qualified Morocco. Yes, understood. He qualified Morocco to the World Cup. It's another thing to commend him for. But Mike, he has not been the same Yassine Bonu. No, I measure players per standards.
Okay.
So if Mohamed Salah scores 10 goals and you believe because he scored 10 goals, he should be in the discussion. No, that's a different standard for Mohamed Salah. We'll judge him differently. The same with Bonu. Then for Mamelodi Sundowns and Ronald Williams, if it was supposed to be an AFCON, would have made a case for him, but that was the AFCON best player given to Ademola Lookman.
So who are you giving it to?
I think I'll go in for the RS Berkane.
Mounir Mohammedi.
Yes, because Morocco hosted the CHAN, they won it for the CAF Confederation Cup. They were there to win the league. Mike, definitely this is a top performance.
CAF Interclub Player of the Year. Fiston Maele, Pyramids and DR Congo. Mohamed Chibi, Pyramids and then Morocco. And then Usama Lamloui, Morocco RS Berkane. He actually scored 2 goals in the CHAN final to win it for Morocco. And then he was part of RS Berkane's CAF Confederation Cup championship winning campaign. He scored 6 goals. And then he was very influential for them to when they won the Moroccan League.
Good numbers for these 3 players, but I don't think any of the 2 from Morocco have made a better impact than Fiston Maele on Pyramids.
Okay.
Whenever you mention Pyramids, it's Fiston Maele. And even during the Intercontinental playoffs, we saw what he did. Mike, he has actually made a name for himself moving to Egypt from younger. Look at the kind of goals he's scoring. Gotten into the Congolese national team.
Yeah.
He has become, let me say, the face of African football when it comes to strikers.
CAF Champions League.
CAF Champions League top scorer. You look at the performances he puts up game after game. Mike, Akwani goals now washing.
Yeah.
The intercontinental level go no koshe. It was different level.
Okay.
He's the difference maker when it comes to Pyramids. So I think for Fiston Maele, this is his time.
CAF Coach of the Year, Bubista of Cape
Hey!
Verde. Mohamed Ouabi,
Edino
Morocco's
Bobian
under 20
Bobista.
side. They won the under 20 World Cup.
Uh-huh.
And then Walid Regragui of Morocco.
Cancel Walid Regragui's name.
Okay.
But for the under 20 World Cup, Mike, that is a huge achievement.
So it should go to
That
Ouabi.
is, yes. I think for Bobista, Cape Verde qualifying for their first ever World Cup.
For me, I think he's the best manager on the
So
continent.
it should go
yes.
to Bubista.
Yeah, Bobby
It's
Starr.
a different level, but you see, for a record that have stood on the continent where Ghana was the
2009,
sole holder of it, and you saw how Ghana, and look at the teams they met during the
They
met
beat Argentina 2-0 in the final.
Argentina 2-0, France, almost France,
Do you think
almost
Morocco,
Spain.
do you think Morocco winning the U20 World Cup trumps Cape Verde qualifying for their first World Cup?
It's at the same level.
Yeah.
But I'll choose the Moroccan under 20 team because literally they were the underdogs going into this tournament, Mike.
So you go for Mohamed Ouabi. And Fiifi, you go for Bobista.
Bobista.
Or painting or Bobista.
Okay, so CAF, well, but I don't know if you guys have monitored something. So let me end with this and I'll ask you a question. CAF National Team of the Year, Cape Verde, Morocco, and Morocco's under 20.
Morocco's under 20 straight.
Morocco's under 20. They've won a trophy.
Cabo Verde qualifying to the World Cup is a much
they
more
say
better
this year,
story.
Cape Verde did not qualify for the AFCON.
Yeah, but they qualify for the World Cup.
Okay.
Is more difficult.
I think winning under 20 World Cup too is also
Morocco
difficult.
has always been coming in.
They've won a World Cup fee.
I mean, of course,
After 2009 Ghana,
Fee, do you think it's easy?
No,
So-
okay.
I mean, somebody has won it before. An African has won it before.
So what did you guys observe
With a
throughout
mighty-
the nominees?
Morocco dominating everything in Africa.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Players, goalkeepers, clubs, national team.
Yeah. With the Munya but my next year Belgium World Cup no na
Wonder why?
Ghana. Yes, I didn't hear kwa jenu kwa mchese. I didn't hear kwa munji ni si ebetimi aje. Na mu ye kokko ye dey.
Yene mamukoe.
Yeah, mom
The whole power to way. Me catch you say Man U, ebe the Champions League in the next season I be je to.
And the
Yeah, yeah, there.
Enti na me wan say. So wrap up for us here, pon. Make us a bumpire wrap up, please. Me bumpire.
Empire so dey who here you.
Yeah, bumpire.
For the Jehovah
Wrap up.
Jehovah Zigam. Then what I got to back at you.
me yet of a rap or there.
Okay.
Bass.
Okay, we have my bass back near the wrap here.
I'm on my bass.
Baby, you be start.
Hey!
Inti yanko.
What's it?
Yanko.
No, okay.
Baby, my fufro.
Sir. Podcast na ye de.
Baza.
Now I'm in Casa. Podcast na ye de. Aden ya esichire wu. Ale.
Fiifi yanko.
Hey, what's it?
In the box.
Hey!
It's cold
Hey!
like ice.
Where?
One tap finish.
Copycat.
The way say you're related.
Wait a second.
What was the
Something related to
A lion, why you know?
A lion has a tail.
Bombista qualify Cabo Verde to the finalissima. World Cup final. Bombista.
Hey, oh dear.
Semester
Hey.
qualifies to the finalissima. Right now, we finish.
Hey! Charlie.
Akomea rapper come to see how
My dream. Minya ba kubi na me car boy some boy. You say fa but come on monka bass.
Where came my bass?
Wa hamiama. Me fini na kimi me. Hakimi.
Me finger Kiki.
Hakimi. Oh nice. Charlie.
Kiki. I can't hear.
Yeah, try with your bass there.
Concretizing. Mr. Concretizing.
Concretizing for my.
Me ba no, na me madam for be din komo. Your friend Oko.
Okay.
So I catch him say they be otu a girl be otua.
Okotia.
Say otua Oko. Use more sense. Na me tia so be me say more Oko Morocco.